What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarence.
And this is every single Count Dooku episode of Tales of the Jedi.
Oh my gosh, that must be so much.
It's only 3. Like 15 minutes piece. We'll be in and out.
Great.
Much like Count Dooku was in and out of the Jedi Order.
Wow. See what you did there. Okay. I'm so excited for this.
Me too. If you've watched our Ahsoka episodes, we weren't as like hot on the 2 that we saw.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like the episode that we saw at Celebration, I loved so much.
Was the best out of the 3.
And then the final one I liked quite a bit. I wasn't over the moon about it. I still think the novelization version of that story did a better job. And also included black queer voices in a way that the episode cut them out and replaced them with just white people, which maybe not the best move on the animated show's part. Oh, but the Count Dooku episodes excite me because, unlike Ahsoka, who I feel like I have so much storytelling of, Count Dooku has a lot of mysteries that I want to dive into. Yeah.
And we have a fan favorite in Qui-Gon Jinn, who's going to be in these episodes. So
and also Yaddle.
Exciting. I heard about
Voiced
that.
by Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The current queen of Star Wars.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be fun.
She's not directing. She's in it. But before we get into that, we have to talk about how this episode is sponsored.
What?
By MoviePalette.com. That's right. This is the Lord of the Rings. The 2 Towers. Look at that. It's on there. They sent us this and we're like, hey, if we send you this, will you talk about it? And we were like, of course, we want to talk about it, but we also want the thing for our house. Yeah. Because this is going to hang in our new apartment.
I know. We have a new place and this is going to go really nice. Probably like right above the bed, to be honest.
MoviePalette.com is a service that takes your favorite stories and it takes like the scene and then it averages out the color from the scene and then it makes these cool lines. And so this is the entirety of The Lord of the Rings, The 2 Towers. Yeah. Somewhere, like right here, it's real dark. Bad stuff's happening. Yeah. But then...
This is the dawn on the 5th day.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
Gandalf. To the king! To the king! To the king! Not this day. He fell. He fell somewhere like right here.
Yeah, it's a little further back.
What do you think this bright light is?
That bright light.
This might be when the elves show up and all their hair is so bright and glorious that the MoviePalette.com system was confused.
It's dark when the elves get there. I don't think it's
Go to MoviePalette.com, use code NERDY15, get your 15% off, and let's get into the reaction. If you want the full-length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly.
Do it.
But for now, what's up, YouTubers? Let's watch. Star Wars.
We never have opening scenes with a ship.
What? It started in space? That's crazy.
We'll be arriving shortly, Master.
It's Liam Neeson's son, voicing Qui-Gon. It's cool. Young Qui-Gon is just the most jacked.
His jaw muscles, though.
He's so chiseled.
Hey, this is where Ahsoka left off.
No, this is decades earlier.
That's like weirdly the same droid and the same...
Yeah.
That is... Okay.
Yeah, interesting. Aw. Someone needs to take care of that droid.
Yeah.
What did it do?
Where are they holding the senator's son?
Why should we tell you?
They're like,
Yeah, good luck, buddies.
Allow me to make my intentions clear.
Jedi.
With due respect, if you don't like him, why not elect a new senator?
Come. I will show you where the senator's son is.
You're one of the kidnappers.
They all are.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I love how dramatic Count Dooku was.
Oh, God.
With his little cape flip.
Yeah. He's so extra.
Let me tell you what my intentions are. It also has little arms.
And he's like also a T-Rex droid.
Have you been treated well?
For a prisoner, yes. Besides, I have Teuton here to keep me company.
Teuton?
How could my father allow this to happen to his people?
You don't blame them for abducting you?
What choice do they have?
Our coming here was not known to the senator.
It seems like the sun's on your side. I would have untied him and brought him out and had him like walk out on his own.
Yeah.
Jedi, arrest these criminals.
I'm afraid our investigation is not yet complete, Senator.
Step aside, Jedi.
We cannot.
Qui-Gon's like, what's she doing?
What's the game plan here?
Stand down.
I will not.
Wow, I think Count Dooku kind of just got all these people killed.
None shall defy me, not even you, Master Jedi.
Master! Go! Save your father.
What?
Go now!
Wow. Holy shit.
Be eradicated.
No! Stop!
Master, it's over.
Well, that was not what I expected.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
I will not allow your suffering to continue. I promise.
I don't know what he's gonna do about it.
I know. Wow. Dooku's a scary, scary man.
Yep.
I wonder if any meaningful change will come of this.
Is that why you took action into your own hands?
You're a much wiser man than I, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Thanks to your teachings.
Just gonna not talk about it?
That's the Jedi way, right?
Oh boy.
Wow, okie dokie. Yeah, I was not expecting that. That was like...
Full on dark side.
Dark, yeah.
That was bleak. In like a really cool way. I really appreciated it. Like I thought if you're gonna set up how Count Dooku falls to be the Sith, like he has it early on, the same way Anakin does. I think there was a lot of Anakin, of what we've seen from Anakin in that short. And I think that was a really nice touch.
Yeah. I was just, I was not expecting that. Like, to go, like, full, like, dive right into it, I think. I was expecting a bit more of, what do you call it?
Arc?
Kind of.
A longer arc?
Yeah. It was like, no, this is what we're doing, and we're doing it right now. And I was like, okay, well, all right, I'm here for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. I think that there's something so interesting about Dooku and the way he falls to the dark side is so much rooted in his belief in doing the right thing.
Yeah.
At all times, right? And I think that it's why he's such a different Sith Lord. It's why I also think that he's weaker, right? I think that he's not as strong in the dark side as Palpatine or Vader, because there is, I don't believe he's as evil as they are.
Yeah.
And so, I think that there's an element of the dark side that in order to fully embrace it, you have to go to that unlimited power mode. And I think there's a part of Count Dooku up until his very end where he thinks that he's doing the right thing. And I always go back to the scene in Attack of the Clones where he has Obi-Wan trussed up in the binder, the electromagnetic binders in the cave.
Yeah.
Oh no, my friend, they've gone. This is a mistake, a terrible mistake. They've gone too far. This is madness.
Yeah.
That whole scene it's so good, but I think there's an element of it where I genuinely believe that there's a world in which Obi-Wan and Count Dooku do stop Palpatine. I don't think that Obi-Wan can pull Dooku completely off the dark side path.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a different path they could have gone down together after that, and they don't. Because of the events and because Obi-Wan is who he is, right? And I think that if it had been Qui-Gon in that situation, it might have played out differently.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, but just seeing Dooku at this phase, like it makes me want so much more early Dooku stuff. That was great.
More early Dooku stuff, and also like more early Qui-Gon stuff, right? I know that he's in a lot of Star Wars media that I haven't read or seen.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not so
that
much
much.
Seen.
Just the Master and Apprentice book. Really.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But he's always been like one, I believe, like one of the most powerful Jedi. He's the one who figured out how to Force Ghost. Like he's like
How to Force Ghost.
how to Force Ghost.
It just sounds like he like breaks up with women using the Force.
How to Force Ghost. You leave her on red.
But he's like, I will not respond to this text.
Jesus. These are like some of the two most interesting characters, especially together, that I think that they could have made these shorts from, and I'm excited for the next one. So
let's get into it. Chapter 3, Choices.
And if Master Katri was killed, how did the Senator escape? My friend, your devotion to rules is sometimes inspiring and sometimes maddening.
yeah,
Mace Windu's eyebrows are so prominent.
Wild, I know.
They're like his forehead goes coom.
Yeah. What is that called? Like the cranial ridge or something like that? Like that. It's strong.
I would love an like a Elseworlds style tale where Samuel Jackson comes back and plays like an R-rated Mace Windu.
And it's just like a slasher. Although I guess lightsabers, there's not a lot of blood.
But he gets to swear as much as he wants.
Amazing.
We are saddened by what happened to Master Katri. She was well respected and will be missed. I will take you to Senator Larrick.
Like those helmets a lot.
That like whole fit. I literally was looking at it and I was like, could I make that?
It's a cool look. Also, Raxus Secundus is a cool name. It's very Star Wars.
I was at my residence on Coruscant when I was contacted by these rebels.
I'd like to see where you and Katri went to meet this informer.
It's obvious that he's hiding something. We should take this information back to the Council.
Would you want Katri to leave without finding out what happened to you?
I would want her to follow protocol.
Yeah, I don't do that.
That ship.
Really cool. I like the purple with the gold accents. It's a nice combination.
Yeah. It's like this like indigo like between bluey purple. I love it. Two hobbits lay here. Their hands were bound.
Into Fangorn Forest.
If Master Katri were fired upon here, why are there no blast marks on your ship? For a Jedi to succumb to a surprise attack is rare. Unless that attack is from someone one would trust, like you.
Whoa.
Dooku, stand down.
Put a little good cop, bad cop, huh?
Guards killed her.
Oh wow.
Okay. What? Hello, behind the back move. Let's go, Dooku. Oh. That was really cool.
See a reckoning. No!
If you killed Katri, why did you let the Senator live?
Because we were going to force him to put forth our own agenda at the next Senate hearing meeting. Jedi are lapdogs of the Senate. Their bidding always comes first. It's evident throughout the galaxy.
Damn.
Wow.
Your ideology, while faulty, does have its points.
I'm surprised to hear that from a Jedi.
Make sure your people don't lose heart and evolve, Samaj. It is the only way you will truly have victory.
How is he gonna do that? He's probably gonna go to jail, right?
Probably. You never know. Dooku might help him out.
Do you think the Jedi will truly keep peace if they continue to take everything the Senate says as law?
Luckily, we are guided by our council and not by politics, nor ego.
Interesting.
Okay. Yes, very lucky.
That was great.
Yeah, that's well done.
And it's not over yet. Cool. To be fair, Dooku did not attack. He ignited his lightsaber and then defended himself. I love how much Terra Sinube we're getting in these episodes.
Yeah.
I am told you will be presented with Master Cattry's council seats.
I stuck to the mission. You decided to interfere in a way that led to a senator's death. I will speak to the council on your behalf.
How kind of you.
Yeah, there's no politics going on at all.
No.
They're totally free of politics.
Definitely not.
This is interesting because we're not quite done yet, but these episodes feel more like they're telling a single story than the Ahsoka episodes did.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And they're working for me more than the Ahsoka episodes did.
Yeah, 100%. I'm interested to see what this third one is. I hope Qui-Gon's in it again, but yeah, having these moments for Dooku, what?
I don't think he will be.
Okay, that's fine.
I think I know what's about to happen.
Oh, you think this is the moment he leaves?
No.
Okay.
No, I have an idea of what this is going to be.
Okay.
It's a guess, so I'm not going to say anything.
Sure.
I don't want to spoil it if I'm right. But based on like the story that they're going with, based on the arc of what we're seeing, I think I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Yaddle has to do with it, so this is like I'm like in the dark on that. But like
Yeah.
this episode, what is this? Episode 4, the Sith Lord. I'm very curious.
All right. Well, let's just do it then.
Well, no, I want to take let's take a second with the last one because that was really good.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a high quality episode of Clone Wars right there, but pre-Clone Wars. And I kind of, now that we've seen as much as we have, I kind of wish all of these shorts took place pre-Phantom Menace. It's nice to play around in this time period.
Yeah, it's great.
I think that the weakness for me of the Ahsoka episodes, having seen 2 now, is that they are so tied into the story of Ahsoka, that's so tied into the Clone Wars and Rebels. And the Dooku ones are so free of that.
Yeah.
That they're able to really do their own thing in a much different way. Whereas the Ahsoka episodes are so tied to an art, they're visually in the style of a show that I've already seen.
Yeah.
And so they just kind of had less weight because they just felt like, almost felt like deleted scenes from the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I think
especially that middle one.
Especially episode 5, yeah. Whereas these Dooku episodes, like they're telling a really important story about this character that I think I'm really enjoying being in the middle of.
Yeah.
Also, Mace Windu, like the relationship between Mace and Dooku is fiery.
Interesting, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I like pairing Dooku against Mace because of how differently they see the world. That was nice. That was a great short.
It's a smart choice having those two play off one another.
Mm-hmm. Shall we get into this?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if you're right.
Episode 4, The Sith Lord. This has been fun. I like having new Star Wars.
Yeah.
Andor's good. These have been pretty good. I'm happy.
And then we're going to get Bad Batch, so.
Not until January.
Yeah, but Andor's going to take us for a few more weeks.
November 23rd is the finale of Andor. We'll have a full 5 weeks with no new Star Wars.
Oh, no.
Was that a Rhodian Jedi? I don't know who that is. I'm Alex Damon. Explain him to me. Or her. Dooku, what you doing?
Code accepted. Master Cipher DS. Planet Camino. Camino. Location deleted.
Oh! I was wrong. This is not what I thought this was going to be.
Okay.
What's causing all the excitement, Master Jocasta?
Your apprentice?
Qui-Gon?
Yes. It would seem he has encountered a Sith Lord. Or so he claimed to the Jedi High Council. Qui-Gon Jinn always had such an active imagination.
A quality valued less and less in these great halls.
Wow, so this is the Phantom Menace right now. That's very cool.
I was 1,000% wrong.
That's all right. What?
There she is!
Qui-Gon.
Master.
What?
I heard of your report to the Council. Tell me about this mysterious attacker on Tatooine.
This is so cool!
I gather the Council was not eager to validate that conclusion.
No, they were not, Master.
Speaking on behalf of the Council, there's no reason to cause undue alarm.
So you doubt his claim?
Why does she talk normally?
I'll explain after.
But I will not be there to protect you, my old Padawan.
You need not worry, Master. Obi-Wan fills that role now.
I should like to meet him someday.
Well. well.
You will meet him someday.
And meet him, and meet him, and keep meeting him.
Are you all right?
They grow up so fast. Our students.
So
Yoda's 400 years older than Yaddle, and apparently the way that Yoda speaks is like the equivalent of like Old English.
You're telling me that in a species that lives for maybe thousands of years, that 400 years makes a big difference in how they speak their language?
Yes.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that one.
Because this is what they've said, that basically like Yaddle was raised away from, like Yaddle was raised among the Jedi, and Yoda is speaking like an older dialect. And so he has like an accent from his older dialect, which is what I said about Cad Swain.
The Council is leaving for Naboo. The funeral is to be held there.
I doubt I would be pleasant company. Qui-Gon Jinn has become one with the Force. It is time to let him go.
And you can do this?
What choice have I?
That's what I thought the start of this episode was. I thought like this was going to start with Qui-Gon's death.
Interesting. Okay.
But it's telling a much like further reaching story than I expected. She's being real sneaky.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Qui-Gon Jinn, you allowed Maul to kill him.
You lost an apprentice, and so did I.
You question my loyalty?
Always.
How many have died because of my actions?
Such is the price of freedom.
No.
I have been betrayed.
No.
Whatever your crimes are, help me now.
Then you heard.
Don't believe her.
I can't breathe.
I'm afraid.
I know you are.
I'm afraid it is too late.
Wow!
I am on your side, Dooku. I stepped down from my position on the Council.
Wow.
Running back to your council.
This is incredible.
You have done well, my apprentice.
Well, that explains why they never find the body.
What a great use of the music cue!
Already so many have suffered for what you call order.
Then let me give you peace, Master Yaddle.
You know what? I wish that it had its own thing.
I'm happy with it. That was incredible.
No, I mean, it was great. It was super well done, and I love what they did, but it was told in the middle of these, like, Ahsoka stories in this, like, offshoot, like, Tales of the Jedi. Like, that story is great, and how they, like... and how they told it is great, and I wish that it had more attention.
I wish that we'd gotten like an animated Dooku movie.
Like a movie or something.
That was incredible.
That was wow.
The quality difference between the Dooku episodes and the Ahsoka episodes in terms of telling like a story over the 3 episodes is so wild to me.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like the Ahsoka episodes and the Dooku episodes are completely different things.
Yeah, and well, because the Ahsoka episodes aren't really like continuous. Like, I think the Ahsoka first episode still like is really great. Like, I think like to stand alone by
beautiful,
itself.
Yeah.
But this as a story over the 3 episodes and the arc and the decline and the fall like was incredible.
It's interesting because I feel like these are all stories that didn't have another place to be told, and that's why they told them this way. But like that could have been the climax to the Count Dooku animated movie in a way that like that was incredible.
Yeah.
The storytelling between him and Yaddle was great. I thought Bryce Dallas Howard brought a really interesting voice performance to Yaddle. That was awesome. It was emotional. That was like episode 4 of this on its own is one of the coolest Star Wars things ever.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah.
And it like explains why Yaddle, because she leaves her seat on the council and then disappears. And so the council, they're not looking for her.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're like, Yaddle scampered off somewhere and we don't know what happened to her.
Right.
She just left one day.
Yeah.
And that's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
And like, there's so much about this. I'm kind of glad we watched them the way that we did. Like, I think that that's a stronger end. If we had watched them in the order of the 6, episode 6 to me, having read the Ahsoka book and having it be this like different take on that story in a way that is, in my opinion, just a little bit less emotionally hitting as the book did it.
Yeah.
I would have been disappointed watching that last. Like, this is the best episode of these 6. I think episode 1, the Ahsoka Life and Death stuff, might be my second favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, if I was to rank all 6, I would go this episode,
for sure,
episode 1, and then the 2 Count Dooku episodes, and then the 2 Ahsoka episodes, with episode 5 being the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was incredible. Like, that had an arc. It was... Sometimes the Ahsoka episodes felt like they were sections of a Clone Wars episode ripped out, and
yes, they did.
They were missing... They should have been 22 minutes instead of 15.
They were missing a greater context that the Dooku stuff wasn't.
No, because the 3 Dooku stories tell one story.
Yeah.
And like, it's a good story. Like, this was so good.
Yeah.
That was heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
Like, that was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Can you imagine if they'd shown that episode at Celebration? The way it would, like, the standing ovation.
They couldn't have. They would have had to show all 3.
Oh, sure. But just that one on its own, I wish I could have seen that in theaters with a crowd of 5,000 people. Yeah. It would have been electric.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
like, I felt myself being like...
Yaddle, straight up badass.
Yeah.
To the very end is trying to save Dooku's soul. Like, that makes her so freaking cool.
Yeah. And the moment where she's like, I left my seat, like, you were right about things.
Yeah.
You're wrong right now, but we should have listened, you know?
Yeah.
Qui-Gon didn't have to die. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
I think this was the wrong method for this story to be told. Now that we've seen it, now that we know what it is, this an animated movie would have been better for Count Dooku. And I think that it would have done so well, right? Because that story was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, that was really well done.
It just needed a little bit more time.
I think maybe they were worried about putting it into a movie with the amount of time jumps.
Yeah, but like you could do it.
I wouldn't have minded. A lot of people wouldn't have minded. I think some people would have been like, meh. But, you know, that's maybe my only thought as to why they did it in this format instead. But yeah, well done.
I think they didn't want to put it in a movie because it's dark. But because it's Disney and it's dark, but they still put it out.
I know, that's
they just put it with Ahsoka stuff that tonally doesn't fit what this was.
Yeah.
And what's so weird now to me, especially with Episode 5 feels so much like Clone Wars. And none of the other episodes really do.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting collection of shorts. This was incredible. Like, I'm so glad they put this out. I loved it.
Yeah.
I just, there's so much around it now that is a very confusing conversation to be had. But
Yeah, no, I think 5, and I do think 6 a little bit, did feel like they were taken out of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But
well, because 5 is a middle episode of Clone Wars, and then 6 is a prequel to Rebels.
Yeah.
And so they just feel
It's
like
like
they're
interesting
part of
bridge.
another show.
Yeah, which is like fine, but putting that in this, it's an interesting choice. I would honestly love to talk to people who made that decision.
Yeah.
And I'd ask them about it, not in a mean way, be like, that was dumb. Because
Well,
I
none
don't
of it's
think
bad.
it's dumb. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not, but I want to know what the thought process of this was, and yeah, it's fascinating.
But also, what I would love a real concrete answer on why tell the story in the order that they did. I get that the 6 episodes happen in chronological order in the galaxy, but from a storytelling perspective as a season of something, to have the Ahsoka Life and Death episode and then the 3 Dooku episodes, which lead to this very big moment, to these 2 other to the 2 Ahsoka episodes afterwards that both feel like stories we've already seen told, just told slightly differently. I wonder what the choice was in terms of order. Because I almost would have put the 3 Dooku episodes first and then done the Life and Death episode.
Yeah.
Because I think that
I agree.
That this episode leading into that episode is an interesting story about even those 2 episodes together, just episode 4 and then episode 1 would be an interesting story about the death of Yaddle and then the birth of Ahsoka and the thematic interplay between those 2 episodes. I wonder what I get that it's chronological, but
no, but I would love to ask them. I would love to know why. I'd love to love to have a drink with Mr. Filoni.
Dave Filoni, if you ever want to, come on the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
You're definitely going to
because we've been so nice to the Tales of the Jedi episodes. People are really upset that we didn't like episode 5.
Well,
and I don't know.
They can suck it. I don't know what to tell them.
Wow, you're I'm going to double down on being more mean.
No, I just if you are upset that I don't like something, that's on you. That's not on me.
That's fair.
I'm allowed to like and dislike what I want. And that's never going to change. So
that's fair. I just think, it's just confusing me. As someone who really loves Clone Wars and Rebels, I wish that this had separated itself more, because the Dooku episodes do, and they're great.
Yeah.
And the Ahsoka episodes, this 2 lighter Ahsoka episodes don't, and they're not as strong for me. And that's just, who cares, right? I'm happy. I got more Star Wars.
More Star Wars.
Andor's freaking incredible right now.
I'm very happy.
I'm happy. It's interesting.
I'm very happy with all the things we've gotten. Do I think that in particular the episode 5 of this series was fairly weak in comparison to what we've been gifted with so far? Yes, I do. Was it bad? No, it wasn't good. It was just mid. And so we've had so much stuff. We've had so much good stuff, and we've had so much new stuff. This is new. The Visions was new. Andor is new. I'm living for it.
Yeah, it's interesting. We live in a time where we're getting so much Star Wars that it's hard for all of it to be the best. Yeah. So there's going to naturally be stuff that I think that Book of Boba Fett isn't my favorite Star Wars show.
No.
But that's because we've gotten 5 Star Wars shows in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's my least favorite, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just my least favorite of 5 shows that I've seen all of multiple times and I like a lot. Yeah. Right? It's that interesting conversation where people are like, well, if it's not your favorite, then you're a hater. And I'm well, no.
Okay, well,
I can only have one favorite, and it's Empire Strikes Back, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, but now that we're getting so much Star Wars, there is just naturally going to be stuff that doesn't work for you as much as other stuff.
Yeah.
None of it's bad. None of it was as purposeful. None of the Ahsoka episodes were as purposeful as this episode was.
I agree.
There was a very clean arc.
Yeah.
The voice acting's great. Like, I was really impressed.
Yeah, this was really poignant, and I'm really glad that we got it. Like I said, I would have loved for this to have its own kind of spotlight in a movie, but I am still grateful for the story regardless. So thank you, and thanks for watching.
Yeah. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god, she's hungry, and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is...
Yaddle.
Yes, it's Yaddle.
You know it.
She's so cool.
She's so cool.
I've always wanted to know what happened to Yaddle, and now I'm like, damn, I kind of wish I didn't know.
She's dead.
Oh, my heart's a little bit broken. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
And I'm at Claris Polaris.
And thank you to...
Oh, there it is.
MoviePalette.com for sponsoring this video. Go to MoviePalette.com, use code NERDY15 to get 15% off. And if you go like right when this video goes up, the whole site's on sale. You get the 15% on top of the sale that's going on.
Yeah.
So like go use our code.
Big sale.
Big sale. Mm-hmm. Cheap art, but it's beautiful.
It is. It's pretty great.
Pay less for great stuff for your walls.
And honestly, it's really light, so it's going to be super easy to hang. Just throw that out there.
That's a good selling point.
Right?
Easy to hang. MoviePalette.com. Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye, guys.